Okay, and we just got off Cobra's Curse, and who's waiting for us but Jim Dean, Park President at Busch Gardens, Tampa. Good morning. How are you?
Great. How was it?
It was surprisingly amazing.
It is an amazing ride.
It is. It absolutely is. It's very small. It's kind of short, but it packs that punch, especially right there at the end.
Well, it surprises you, doesn't it?
It does.
You're going forward, then all of a sudden you're going backwards on the same ride, and then you start spinning. And it's really pretty long. It's over 2,100 feet. It's 3 minutes of ride time, which is a lot.
And you also put a lot of story into it, which is something new that you guys haven't done. I mean, you put some story into it before, but the second you walk into the queue here, you're in the story. The story follows you through the queue, all the way up the coaster and out the door.
And we're awfully happy about having an indoor air-conditioned queue. It's hot.
We are too.
Today, and the summer's getting off to a great start, but it feels great inside, doesn't it?
It does. Absolutely does. One cool thing that I noticed as we're coming over the hill, you get a great view. We saw, like, he's going, oh my God, this is such a great coaster. I'm going, hey, look, it's giraffes.
It is. You're at the south end of the Serengeti Belt. So when you come off the vertical lift, which is unique, obviously, you get a great view of the Serengeti. It's fantastic.
So a really good, fun coaster. Jim, thank you so much for taking the time out. So we appreciate it. They are. They're absolutely going to love it. We're not going to ask what's next because you're not going to tell us anyway.
No, I'm not. We're working on it already.
I kind of figured.
Rest assured.
Do you think that you're going to integrate this into Hallow Scream at all?
Absolutely. Isn't it a perfect fit for Hallow Scream?
It is, and that's what we were saying just a few seconds ago. It has a very Hallow Scream feel to it. Not as scary as Hallow Scream, but it does have a definite good little creep factor.
It's thrills for the family this time.
Absolutely.
Thanks for coming out, you guys.
Thanks. And we're here with Mike at Cobra's Curse because Cobra's Curse isn't just a coaster, it's a little bit more than that. Tell us what we're seeing here, Mike.
What you're seeing here is our brand new exhibit. We actually implemented it with the coaster. It has a lot of shared elements, a lot of the curves, a lot of the features. We based the habitat off the coaster and vice versa. So we have 5 snakes in here, which are very cool. They all cohabitate very well. All found in the wild in Southwest Africa, give or take, and they all seem to be getting on very well. One of the cool areas about this habitat is the snakes have the ability to go kind of wherever they want in there. We have the different niches. Some of the snakes do go up high and are arboreal. Some of them like to hang out low and are more terrestrial. So it's kind of cool that we have the different elements as well as different heating sources for them. The main thing we look out for is the priority of the snakes. What do they like and what do they want to have? So we kind of base most of the habitat off of that.
Now, when people think of snakes, I know I do. They think of, well, for lack of a better word, bleh.
And yes, that's a great point. A lot of people think that. That's one of the reasons that we have snakes here. We want to change our guest view. 99% of the people that don't like snakes come in here with a bad attitude or a negative connotation for snakes. We're here to kind of change that the best we can. Show that snakes are amazing for the ecosystem. They help with pest control. They're not aggressive animals. You can see the snakes right here. They're not running at the window. The glass is very clean. You may not even be able to see it, but they're not coming at you. They're not the aggressive beings that people think they're out to get other people and kill them. They're actually very cool. They're very smart. They're very amazing animals that we'd like to share that with our guests.
We are here with Brian Morrow, and one of the coolest things about Cobra's Curse is, the ride's cool, the snakes are awesome, but this right here does it for me. The whole story of the Snake King.
Yeah, Cobra's Curse is full of detailed storytelling that we haven't seen in a coaster at our Busch Gardens Tampa Park before, and we have an air-conditioned queue line to boot. And most people recognize it as the old Tut's tomb, but it's been completely re-envisioned as the old tomb of the Snake King, who's actually right behind me. Now, the legend has it that the followers of the Snake King, they really worshipped each other and they got along quite well, but the humans became too greedy. So the Snake King put his vengeance on them and struck them down. And that whole story is actually told in this chamber, which we call Chamber 2 of the dig site, right behind me through a series of projectors and cool effects and lighting effects that tell the story of how the Snake King lost his, or gained his power and struck the humans down, his followers. So it's the whole story. What's really neat, if you pay attention to some some details. In between the shows that run in here, you actually see some small story moments of the hieroglyphics that are coming to life because the curse of the Cobra is coming back into the temple as we raise the head. So everything's coming back to life as it was. So these little guys tell fun stories as well, which are really great for our younger riders because this is a 42-inch height restriction. So we really want to make sure we didn't scare them too bad and give them a little bit of fun to look at as well.